Hi guys, how are you doing? It's the maths teacher here. So today I'm doing question 1.1.1 of June 2025. So here's the question: x squared minus 3x minus 10 equals to 0. How do we work this out? Okay, so if we have equations like this and we want to solve for x, we are going to take the coefficient of x squared and then we multiply that one by the number that does not have a letter. In our case, our number is 10. So in other case, you can label them A, B, and C to say A, B, and C. So what I'm saying is you multiply A times C. So this you do it on your rough paper. So I can see that the coefficient of x squared is 1 and C is minus 10. So if I say 1 times minus 10, I get minus 10, right? So now step number 2, we now look for numbers or multiples of minus 10. So these numbers are two numbers that if we multiply them, they give us minus 10. But if we add those numbers or if we subtract those numbers, they give us B, which is minus 3. So you do trial and error. You start from 1 going up. So let's do ours. If I say 1, I need 1 and 10. 1 times 10 is 10. Then I go to 2 and 5, and then 3, 4. But now I can see that what I want is this number, which is 2 and 5. All right. Why do I want 2 and 5? Because my B is negative 3. So now if I have 2 and 5, if I say 2 times 5, I get 10. But remember, my 10 has to be negative. So that means one of these numbers need to be negative. So I'm going to put the 5 as a negative and the 2 as a positive. So if I say positive 2 times negative 5, I get negative 10. If I say positive 2 minus 5, I get negative 3. So in other words, instead of putting negative 3, I'm now putting positive 2 and negative 5. So here's the next stage. Now we say x squared plus 2x minus 5x minus 10 equals to 0. Right. When we reach this stage, we group the like terms. So here I'm just going to put a bracket for these first two, then I put a bracket for these last two. Now I'm looking for what is common within these two. Then I have x as common, so we have x plus 2. So before you even go to the final answer, the bracket you got here must match the bracket you are going to get here with signs. If the values or the figures inside are the same but signs are different, that means you did something wrong. So they have to match with signs. So now I'm looking for what is common here, and I can see that what is common here between minus 5 and 10, it's minus 5. So I'm going to factor out minus 5 here. Then I'll get minus 5 into minus 5. I get a positive. So my x is positive. And then minus 5 into minus 10, I get a positive again. So I get minus 5 into 10, it's 2. Now I can see that these two brackets are matching, right? Then don't forget equal to 0. Right. So if these two brackets are a match, that means we are going to take these two brackets, we take one of it, and these ones that are outside, we take them and we make a bracket. So we're going to say x minus 5 equals to 0, or x plus 2 equals to 0. Then at this stage, we finish, we take this to this side, it changes the sign, x equals to 5, or this side we take 2, this side, x equals to negative 2. So how do you know that you did good? If you take either of these numbers and you put them in this equation, that should give you this answer. So in other words, let's say I take 5. So if I'm going to say 5 squared, that's going to give me 5 times 5. I get 25 minus 3 times 5, which is 15, and then minus 10. So if I say 25 minus 15 minus 10, I get 0. So you have proof same as minus 2. That's how you prove, right? See you on 1.1.2.